Savage, York Regional Police Corporate Wellness Coordinator, and I'm here today with Michelle, and we are going to show you what it takes to pass the prep. So the circuit that you would do involves 4 laps. The first lap, what has to happen is you come down and run and use the toe hold and peek over and yell out the number that's on the floor. Down to the fence, use the toe hold, look over and tell me a number. Make sure you yell it. What number? 8. The next part of lap 1 is that she needs to come up and down the stairs. She has to hit 2 stairs on the way up, the center stair, and 2 stairs on the way down. The next part, Michelle is going to go underneath this barrier. She can roll underneath it. She can also crawl underneath it if she wants to. Anyway, as long as the barrier doesn't come up. If the barrier comes up, then she has to put it back down. Next part, she's going to come around the start cone, and she's going to go attempt the wall on lap 2. So she's going to run up. She needs to put a hand and a foot or a leg on top and jump down. There's 2 other ways she can go over it. She can either roll over it or she can actually scissor it. Next, she has to come down and touch the fence, and then she goes up and down the stairs again and underneath the barrier. Now she's going to come over to the push-pull machine. She's going to push in, pull out, and then she has to do arcs. So it looks like this. She pushes in, she pulls out, she sits into it and goes over to the right. She pushes in and comes to center. She pulls out, she goes to the left, she pushes in, and she goes to center. She needs to repeat it again. Pulling out, going to the right, push in, go to center, pull out, go to the left, push in, go to center. So some good technique involved when you do the push-pull is when you're doing the pulling portion is to sit back into it and make sure that you use your body weight to try and pull the machine. She is going to try to go to the right, and she's going to go to the wall, and she's going to do a step together. She can actually do any step she wants to, but this seems to work the best. Now she's going to push in. So when you're doing the pushing action, it's good to make sure that your arms stay straight. You use your whole body and you lean right into it. If you bend your arms and you end up with any of the machine on your chest, then it's considered a warning and you would have to repeat that arc again. Now what she's going to do is she's going to take her right leg and she's going to cross over as she tries to keep her hips facing the machine, and she's coming back towards the center. Okay, you can release, Michelle. Okay, good. This portion of the circuit is the arm restraint. So it's meant to simulate when you actually catch the criminal to be able to handcuff them. So what Michelle needs to do is depress these handles. So she has to depress them in. And she's going to try and keep her thumbs right around, nice and wrapped around these handles, and squeeze them in and bring it together, all in one motion. It's good. Now, sometimes you can also do 2 motions. You can bring it halfway in, release, and then all the way in. And what we don't want to happen is that there's any rattling. The last part of the circuit is the dummy drag. The dummy weighs 170 pounds, and it needs to be brought around. And so it goes over a resistance mat and then down around the cone and back to the starting position. Michelle's going to demonstrate by pulling it and taking the dummy across the resistant mat as quickly as she can. And she will go around the cone, which is 25 feet away. Now she's going to turn the other way, and she's going to actually pull it backwards. This is the way some people prefer to do it. Once the feet come across the line, the time stops. It needs to be done in 2 minutes and 37 seconds. what it takes to pass the prep.
顾客只是小声说了一句牛排煎的不够生，他竟插起一块生牛肉，气势汹汹地走了过去。